today and participate in this very important ceremony. So I was sitting at Fort Rucker and I get this email from this guy named Raffo that said, "Sir, I would like you and ask you to please officiate my promotion ceremony." The catch is you got to get here in like 4 days because I'm getting ready to go on Pacific Pathway. So I hit the red button on my desk and he said, "And by the way, you need to bring Sergeant Major Wilson, Senior 5 Mike Lewis with you, and you may as well bring your wife and daughter as well to be a part of this thing." So we hit the button. We had our kit bags ready to go. We SP'd from Fort Rucker, and in true Tropic Lightning fashion, we fought our way across the continental United States, through the Pacific Northwest, across the Pacific, through the COVID checkpoint at the airport, up the H1 and the H2, to get here. We are here for you. Cool?
Yay!
So it's good. So hey, look, this is truly an honor, and I will tell you that I want to say thanks to Colonel Bryant. Where's Bryant? There he is. Colonel Bryant, he and I have a history in this particular organization, Diamond Head together, and to Trent Miller for allowing us to have a fantastic day here. And I will tell you that in my mind there are 3 critically important things to this particular ceremony. So I'm going to put my branch chief hat on here for a second and tell you that this promotion ceremony represents the tip of a strategic effort that we are doing in this branch today, where we are transitioning from what we have done over the last 20 years in counterinsurgency operations to transition our training, our materiel, our doctrine, and everything we're doing in the Army and in Army aviation to be able to face the threats of the future. And that is going to take a tremendous amount of leadership and work to get that done. Now, you're probably all aware that 75% of the aviators in Army aviation are warrant officers, okay? And so it's particularly important that our warrant officers are tactically and technically proficient. They are advising their commanders on the employment of the weapon systems that they command. And so I will tell you that as you peel that onion back a little further, it gets even more critical that our mid-grade W3s and our trainers, our safety officers, our maintenance officers, our AMSOs, and our instructor pilots are all the very best of the best, because where all of this starts is at the company level. Right here in the Wolfpack is where this transformation is really going to start. And it's our trainers that are going to set the foundation for Army aviation to pivot to where we need to go. The skills that we are going to ask all of you to employ are going to be things that you haven't experienced before. The environments that we're going to ask you to fly in are unlike anything that you've experienced to date. And so our ability today to train our force to meet those challenges is absolutely critical. And I would tell you that it has been a huge strategic effort in Army aviation to both promote and retain those mid-grade W3s that are so crucial to that entire plan. And so it's an absolute honor as your branch chief here today to be able to promote these young officers to CW3 today, because the weight of the transformation that we're about to do is largely going to rest on their shoulders and all of yours as we do the things that we need to do in Army aviation to stay relevant and be ready to face our future threats. So that's the first thing that makes this really important. The second thing that makes this really important are our family members. And so Maricela, Mary, Zoe, and Maya, and the one to come. I will tell you that we ask our families in this Army life to do things that would not be or not even possible in any other sector of life. The way we make you move, jumping schools, trying to start a career, right, as you're jumping from Fort Rucker to JBLM to here, raising a family with deployments and moves and all of the things associated with that. We ask a tremendous amount of our family members. And I'll tell you, these two wouldn't be standing here today if it weren't for these ladies that stand by their side and serve right along with them every single day. So please join me in a round of applause for our family.
Yay, girls!
officers standing before us today. Because again, they represent the leading edge of where we are going in our Army today. These two went to walk school together. They went through flight school at about the same time. They both went to units, deployed, attended the instructor pilot course, and are now back here serving as instructor pilots in the Wolfpack together again. They met in flight school, been friends ever since, and I would tell you that the bonds we forge through those shared experiences with our families and with each other are bonds that last a lifetime. And I can tell you that's true because there's two guys in this hangar today that I had the privilege of serving with, Leon Cardona and others that are pivotal to us being standing here today. So this goes from generation to generation. And you know, Al Taitano is here as well. He taught me how to fly in flight school.